position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on...
It's caught! And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Huskies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Got his man quickly.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive to.
Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Poor starting field position here for this offense.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Going downfield for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? To the air, it's Mendoza. Now he's going to break the pocket. Still running at the 40. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. Gets away from... He smashes his way through again. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the...
Touchdown, Washington! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
What a play by the defense. He didn't get close to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 10. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Touchdown, Huskies. Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Find some fresh air. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off play action. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And they can't make the connection.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't
lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Bond. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Quick strike complete. And the Hoosiers get enough to move the chains. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He caught it, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Give to the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Lawson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box.
Next, going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass on.
Touchdown, Washington! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Throwing right. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Indiana.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The hand to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Going over the top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. That should be the final play of the first half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw on third. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Green. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. To the air, it's Mendoza. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their fifth sack of the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Now the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally get him out of bounds at the 21, but not before a huge pickup. Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Now adjusting. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab, it's Lawson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. And the Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves him with second and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Catch in the middle, inside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Green. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some.
It's a seam wide open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Final minute of play, all locked up, are we headed to overtime?
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's good. He got it. He missed earlier, but connects when it mattered the most. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical.